Hey friends, this is SUBRATA from Shandilya Astrology. Welcome to Nano Astrology page. So this is an explainer video which explains about the super saver and unique one of its kind Nano Astrology services. Nano Astrology services perhaps unique in the kind because it saves money. All right. During this economic and COVID times, money is the most important part that helps to make or break our decisions. And Shandilya Astrology has brought to you a unique concept of shortening the astrology time, and it's called Nano Astrology, and it's passing the benefits of the time that we save on to you, so you save big and you save large, and it's fantastic prices. The prices are down on the page. You're going to see the prices and then you can contact us. So let's talk about in this video the 3 things or 4 things that Nano Astrology or Shandilya Astrology per se follows to bring the cost down. The first is very targeted and focused and accurate analysis of the chart with your help. So how do you help? Very simple. When you come to us, please make up your mind to pinpoint your problem. The more accurate problem you have, the faster we can analyze the chart and concentrate fully on the houses. For example, you have a job problem, we can concentrate on the 6th and 10th and 2nd and 11th houses. So what we do is we cut down on analysis time, and as we cut down the time, we pass the time benefits on to you, so we can see more, okay, and pass on the benefits of the, especially of the price structure onto you. The secondly is hardcore analytical approach, the way we do it in Shandilya Astrology, and what we are going to see shortly after my talk is the 5-step winning method. It's a unique 5-step winning method that we employ to analyze your chart. It's going to be very interesting. Keep watching the 5-step method, absolutely unique. They include charts, and through this demonstration of the chart, we're going to see how we, actually do it. The finally is remedial part, which is very important of the astrology services. Most of the astrologers in India and around the world that I've seen do not talk about remedial part as such, because I don't know, but I think they are not very confident on the remedial part, which Shandilya Astrology is. With more than 5,000 clients across the globe, we have been able to crack the remedial mystery of astrology. And Nano Astrology is fully packed, fully charged about remedial measures. It works, all right? Rest is up to the God and destiny, of course, but it works. So let's go to the demonstration and see the winning 5-step method that we have devised. It's going to be very interesting. Keep watching, and bye-bye. And here comes the demo. To understand your problems in the birth chart and come up with hard-hitting, really incredible, unique remedies that are easy on your pocket and you can really afford them. The winning 5-step method. This is a unique concept in Nano-Consultancy technology, or Nano Astrology as we call it. This is a winning 5-step method that I'm going to explain it to you. The first is the Nano-Consultancy Service that cuts your investment to a shockingly low price. You do not have to pay a huge consultancy charges. So let's go. Okay, some disclaimers before this. This video is only for you, all right? We are going to share this link of this whole page that you're going to see this video on, only for the people who are interested in nano consultancy. So Nano Astrology is subject to 20 master clients per week. We only take 20 charts. I'm not here to make a huge money. All right, I'm not here to do big business. I'm only here to understand 20 people's chart and deliver them results. Okay, so it's less work, focused work, powerful remedies, powerful solutions. So it would happen the first come first serve basis. So if you are planning to go for this, plan it fast, plan it quick. Don't procrastinate for long, because then the 20 people would fill up. They're already huge. There's a huge number of inquiries that is coming in. That is why one of the reasons I have tried to make you understand what is nano consultancy all about, so that we don't waste our time and straight away go into business. Okay, business of creating opportunities, removing the blockers and challenges, and come up with credible, easy to do remedies. That's it. That's all. So here we go. So I've taken this example of Mr. X. Okay, what is the problem with Mr. X? Mr. X has a huge problem, 2 kinds of problem. One, he was suffering because of job loss. Due to this corona thing, he has suffered a huge job loss, and he's unable to understand how it's going to go, how his life's going to go, if he's going to get a job in the coming future, what kind of job, and so on and so forth. And also he wants to get married. So this is chart. So what we do, very simple. What we do, the first and foremost is to study the natal chart. We study the promise of the job first. That is, for example, in this case, when the job is concerned, it's the first house, it is Lagna. The Lagna has to promise a job. So we understand the Lagna is relationship with the sixth house, that is again the job house, all right? And the 10th house, the career house, how one perceives you when you go to an interview. How is one perceiving you? What is the problem that you're going to be facing? You know, how is the other person on the other side of the table looking at you? What kind of perception he's gathering while while an interview is being conducted. All right. So we see the first house, we see the sixth house, we see the 10th house, and the second house. Why second house? The money you're going to get from the success of this interview, success of the job, success of the business. Okay. If the second house is very weak, what's the point? What's the point of joining? All right. So this is how we skip the whole kundali or whole the birth chart understanding and spend hours and hours into fine details. Rather, we simply focus on the areas. In this case, it's the first house, sixth house, 10th house, and second house. So we study the natal chart and see the promise. Next comes the incredible part, the study of deva prashna chart. All right, deva prashna, one of the most incredible technology that Shandilya Astrology has come up with. Deva prashna. Deva prashna is a horary number which we are going to take from you when we do a pre-discussion. I'm going to come to that in the final slides. So the deva prashna, similar thing is followed in the deva prashna. The lagna is studied to see the promise of the job and his marital status. When we are talking about marriage, obviously the seventh house, the second house, and it's going to be a huge expense. Obviously in the marriage there's expenses, so it's the 12th house. Okay, so we are going to see the relationship of the 12th house. In this case, if you can see the Mars in the first house, so therefore he is going to face a lot of trouble and delays due to the placement of Mars. So he is kind of have a Mangal dosha. So we're going to remove it. We're going to see how it can be rectified. But before this, okay, the study of the prashna, the deva prashna. Okay, so step 3. Okay, now as you can see, the deva, after deva prashna, we go to the straight away into the study of Dasha of both the charts, the deva prashna and the natal chart. We study the Dasha system of both the charts, in which case there is in the Lagna chart he's running a Mercury Mahadasha with Jupiter Pratanta Dasha, and in his deva prashna chart he's again running a Rahu Mahadasha and a Mars. As we said, if we go to the first, when we say that about Mars being placed in the first house, creating a lot of trouble for his marriage, so there you are. Dasha says it's going to be problem. Why? Very simple. Mars is also the lord of the 8th house. As you know, the 8th house, a trouble creating house. Okay, so we are in the third step. Now, before going further, what we're going to do is in the second step itself, we also study. In the first step itself, we also study the transits of the planets at this moment. What kind of transits? For example, his transits is now in the 10th house itself. There's a Saturn right now. Although this slide does not show it, but if you go to any transit chart, you will see the 12th house or the Capricorn has Saturn right now, which has just gone direct, and his 11th house, that is Sagittarius, has Jupiter. Okay, the Scorpio house, the 10th house of Scorpio, is his Ketu. Therefore, the placement of the Ketu in this area creates the problem of his job and public image. He's going to suffer a little bit. So we are going to see in the later slides how we're going to remove it. Okay, all these are taken in the Dasha system, and as you can see, here you are, the Dasha system. The Dasha system. Now we are going to compare both the Dashas, both the Dasha of the Deva Prashna, the natal and the transits, and we're going to compare what kind of dasha he's going to run, if he's going to get a job very soon, how soon, if he's not, well, how soon he'll be getting, if not, what is the problem we created. Okay, the step 4. Okay, this is incredible. The step 4 right now, as you can see, the study of the weak houses and the planets plus the supporting house. There is an incredible secret that the astrologers do not share are the supporting house. The supporting house, for example, the supporting house of a job will be the 9th house. Incredible, isn't it? The 9th house and the 2nd house. So we're going to see what kind of planets are sitting in the 2nd house, what kind of stellar position are the 2nd house in, what kind of cuspal lord are the 2nd house, are they friendly to each other, what kind of obstruction is being produced, and how we're going to remove it. So this is a step 4. Okay, and step 5 is remedial measures. So what we do is, with the help of Vedic stellar and Lal Kitab is incredible when it comes to remedial measures. So we're going to see what kind of support house is there, what kind of obstruction house is there. Also, there is an incredible concept of deception house. Okay, the house that actually creates trouble while hiding itself. So these are the 5 steps that we do to understand your chart and come up with the kind of solution. That is why, and these are all done in the matter of 2 to 3 hours, and soon we come up with incredible remedies as well, because we do not spend time, too much time on studying 2 or 3, 4, 6 hours time in studying the whole chart. Rather, we focus, have an eagle-eyed focus on the problem areas, the supporting house, the enemy houses, and the deception houses, and we come up with the planets, the artificial planets, and the incredible concept of Balika Bakra in Lal Kitab, the Balika Bakra planets. What we do is, this Balika Bakra planet, this concept is unique because it identifies the actual planets that are to be treated. Most of the astrologers fail because they do not understand remedial part of it. They simply give the remedies for the planets. No, it is not. That is a secret. There has to be a certain planets that are controlling those planets. It's just like me. I'm being controlled by somebody else. Somebody else is being controlled by somebody else, So we have to reach the root of the problem and attack. And as we do, incredible hard-hitting and simplified remedy gets produced, and all you have to do is do this. Okay, so nothing is hidden. So these are the 5 steps that we do quickly, and then the next steps. What happens after we do all these things? So what happened when you reach out to us through your, through your WhatsApp, or through filling our forms, and or calling us simply? So what happens? All initial communications are done through WhatsApp. So no calling, no sales calling. We are not salesmen. We do not call people. Simple. We do not call people, at least in the first initial stages. We do it everything in WhatsApp. So it's there in front of you, validified, whatever we say, and we do the initial communications over the WhatsApp that you give through the filling of the forms. Then you of course choose the opportunity area, the area that is creating problems for you, or the area that you want to highlight or to strengthen. Okay, so again, in the remedial measures, the strength of a house also depends on the blockages and the weakness of the supporting house. So what we do is, so you choose your opportunity area, the challenges area, and communicate to us. Okay, in the form, there are 4 or 5 areas that we are going to discuss right now in the next slides, where you choose the problem areas. For example, it could be love relationship, it could be marriage, it could be children's, whatever. All right. Okay, now these are all special techniques, developed by Shandilya Astrology to bring the time slot down and bring the cost down. That's very important for us, that you get the results with minimum investment. So everything is absolutely transparent. We have shown the steps, we have shown the processes, and after we do the pre-discussion. The final discussion would happen. It can happen on the Zoom, it can happen on WhatsApp, it can happen over the phone. So let's try and understand quickly the fee structure or the investment structure. So you can call me at these numbers, 9773652178, and there's another number called 9773652198. No in between people, just you and me calling each other out. So that's all, folks.